a teacher, for me, the best moments are the aha moments where you see all of a sudden, you see their brains like connecting something back. And then they're like, oh my gosh, now I understand what this character is. Or now I understand like how to put a costume together. Or I have this great idea. And to me, that in terms of teaching acting and drama is the most exciting part, is getting to hear the imagination and the creativity, and also getting to see the students step up into who they are. So a lot of what we do in class is always building confidence, because that's what you're doing as a performer, and it's ultimately connecting back to you and your sense of self, and it starts at a really young age. So I love seeing my students have more confidence, and it varies between every single one of my students. So somebody might be really, really ready to just get up there and perform, and another of my students will be like, I have no idea. I don't even know where to begin. I'm like, great. All right, well, let's start there. And so if they come to the next class and they're like, I don't know how to begin, but I have this idea, then I'm just always excited to see that process in my students. There are so many things I love about teaching at Berkeley Hall. One of the things that I love the most is the encouragement to look at students as these phenomenally interesting and vibrant and wonderful individuals. And that's how I like to teach acting. So I like to look at my students and say, like, what are their strengths? Like, what are their strengths and how can I build on their strengths? And I think that Berkeley Hall is a school that encourages me as a teacher to do that and to continue to dive deeper into my own learning as a teacher. I just find it really exciting to be surrounded by this kind of an administration and this kind of a faculty and the students that I get to work with. My superpower as a teacher is that I'm really, really good at seeing what the strengths are of a child. And I take those strengths and I build on them. If it's a child that is, you know, doesn't like to participate as much because they might not be the kind of child that likes to raise their hand and volunteer, well, then that's okay. We start with where they are there. So for example, I will ask them a question. I'll work more with them in terms of where they are. I'll specifically call on their name so that we can build in that way so that they start to feel more confident asking a question. That's how I like to work, so that every child feels really comfortable being who they are, not need to in any way try to become anything else in order to perform or to show up in my class. And that's an important value and feeling that I have about teaching. And it's definitely a superpower that I have because I'm very good at reading the different energies and the different attributes of my students.